Mr. Crowley of New York.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise today to solemnly remember the life of journalist and activist Hrant Dink. On January 19, 2007, Mr. Dink was gunned down by a Turkish ultra-nationalist outside his newspaper office in Istanbul, Turkey. Hrant Dink was a man who called for tolerance, peaceful dialogue, and greater civil rights for all Turkish citizens. He was a fierce defender of freedom and believed all people have equal rights under the law. He believed that everyone should have the right to know the truth about their nation's past, however dark that past may be. Hrant Dink had been prosecuted by the Turkish government under Penalty Code 301, a law that bans free speech and was used to suppress a wide range of dissenting opinions, from criticism of Turkish government institutions to opposing official Turkish denial of the Ottoman campaign of genocide against its Armenian population. Under the all-encompassing phrase, in quote, insulting Turkishness, end quote, a citizen in Turkey can receive a prison sentence of up to 3 years, with the offense being increased by 50% if the so-called offense is committed. Nearly 100 journalists and intellectuals have been prosecuted under Article 301, including Nobel Prize author Hrant Pamuk. Many informed observers believe Hrant Dink's prosecution under Article 301 opened him up to a campaign of harassment and death threats from ultra-nationalists, which eventually led to his murder. To this day, citizens of Turkey live under threat of this gag law, with Hrant Dink's own son prosecuted under this law because he reprinted his father's newspaper articles. This is not the action of a true democracy. It is reflective of how a totalitarian state would behave. And this is not the Turkey we, the United States of America, have aligned our country with. Amnesty International has called for a complete repeal of this punitive legislation. The European Commission has repeatedly asked for its repeal. Unfortunately, indications now suggest that the government of Turkey is only tinkering with changes, making this gag rule even more ambiguous. Today, I ask the House to support calls for the Turkish government to immediately repeal Article 301. 1 year ago, members of Congress, their staffers, and members of several communities came together to watch Screamers, a film about genocide in the last century featuring, amongst others, Hrant Dink. Here in the halls of Congress, we watched as Hrant Dink discussed the problems of Article 301. Just 2 days after the film's premiere, Hrant Dink was shot dead, a man who only wanted to speak the truth about historical facts as he saw them, a man who wanted every citizen to be treated equally, a man we should applaud here in America for his courage and dedication to democracy. I believe that if Turkey wants to further explore the opportunities that she wishes to do within the present European Union, she must address the issue of Article 301. I hope my colleagues will join me in honoring the memory of Hrant Dink and continue to urge the repeal of Article 301. And with that, Madam Speaker, I yield back the balance of